I'm Batman, and I support these comic book reviews. Thank you. Batman gets quite thirsty when he's doing endorsements.
Hi, I'm Jason Inman, and I like to read comic books. That's why in the week of February 5th, I read all the DC New 52 comic books that were published in the world. I'm going to give each of these reviews a buy it, borrow it from a friend, or a skip it rating. But before I get to that, don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. Now enough of this jibba jabba, let's get on to some comic book reviews. Action Comics number 28. This is the Superman book that has it all. It has the great Superman, the moral compass, the Superman that flies above us all and gives us hope. It has a great relationship with Superman and humanity because you get to see his friendship with Lana Lang, how Lana Lang has been inspired by Superman to do something great. It has the crazy Silver Age-ness that we really haven't seen since All-Star Superman, by the Under Kingdom, the underground kingdom, which I meant to say, that is underground, and he goes and he doesn't want to fight the people, but he sort of does, but because he's Superman, he punches him in the face and does some laser vision. This is the best Superman book that I've read in quite a while. I'm enjoying every bit of this. Greg Pak, Aaron Cooter, excuse me, are knocking it out of the park. This, if you want to jump into a Superman book right now, this is the book to do. That's, bar none, buy it. Batman, Joker's Daughter number 1. So, a crazy girl in the sewers finds Joker's face that he threw down in the sewers after death of the family and becomes obsessed and starts calling him daddy and gets it sewn to her face. So, that's it. That's the whole book. Boy, have we heard of anything called character development? No? Okay, that's a skip it. Batwing number 28. A very serviceable superhero story with not much else to it, and that kind of sucks because I really wish Batwing is basically Batman with Iron Man's armor. Really, that's what he is. I love the fact that he's Lucius Fox's son. That's a great connection that we haven't really got to see a lot in Batman history. I wish they would, you know, play on that a little bit more, but just the fact that it's Batman and Iron Man's armor, it's almost Batman Beyond. They should play with that fact more. This is good. It could be great if they tap into those elements some more. But you know what? It's not horrible, and the art's pretty good, so it's a borrow from a friend. Detective Comics number 28. So we get the GOTHTOPIA storyline. So all of Gotham is peace, and Batman wears a white costume, and suddenly he gets sent to Arkham Asylum. Boy, howdy, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, Batman R.I.P., Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins. Every other Batman story we've seen for the last 15 years, including the one called Batman Arkham Asylum. That's not the video game. That's by Grant Morrison, who wrote Batman R.I.P., which is one of the previous storylines that I mentioned. Wow. You find out it's a hallucination by the Scarecrow, which we've seen before. Here's my problem with Detective Comics right now. And I don't know whether this is a problem with the writer. I don't know whether this is a problem with DC editorial. John Layman is a great writer. He's a brilliant writer. Have you read Chew? It's a fun, very good book. And I also found out recently that he also letters that book. So he's also a great letterer too. And he was also a former editor. Great storyteller, that guy. But his Detective Comics run, I wonder if is a problem that is a problem with DC right now. That it is being micromanaged so hard that no story can be let to breathe. I have the feeling that there was a seed of a great storyline here. The problem is that we don't get it in this book. I mean, renaming Catwoman to a character called Catbird just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I hate to say it, this is a skip it. Earth 2 number 20. This is definitely a different book than Earth 2 has normally been. This issue is all about all the characters hiding in Batman's cave, who is now Thomas Wayne. Snore. Like, we haven't seen that before in Flashpoint. I wish they would have done something different with that. But anyways. They're hiding, and you get great moments with Lois Lane, who is the new Red Tornado, this new Kryptonian, and then this new character who is Jimmy. And then guess what, fans? The Red Arrow of Earth 2 is Connor Hawke. I think that's fantastic. But not a lot of action happens because Superman is back. He's controlled by Apocalypse, and he's destroying the world of Earth 2. And just a lot of good character moments with Batman and Lois Lane. It's definitely a different book. I don't think this is an issue that James Robinson would have ever wrote on this series. It's definitely a Tom Taylor issue, but I feel a great sense of getting to know all these characters in this book, which I really appreciate, which makes me wonder if Tom Taylor is going to kill about half this cast later on. There are some very big similarities with Injustice, which I don't quite like. Tom Taylor also wrote the Injustice tie-in comic book, but there's a lot of good stuff here. There's a lot of great art. If you like Earth 2, you're going to like this. This book has not dropped in quality. Thank you to all the gods of Asgard up there. This is still a buy it. Forever Evil number 5. Batman gets all shouty, and then the Injustice gang led by Lex Luthor pretty much just tell him to shut up. Sinestro chops off Power Ring's arm, and then we learn what the crime syndicate is afraid of. Something is coming after him. Something is hunting them. Could it be? Could it be comic book theory? The Anti-Monitor? I'm throwing it out there. I don't know. Or is it just Darkseid? If it's Darkseid, it could be Darkseid. I don't know. Forever Evil's good. A lot of good things in this. A lot of good moments. Not a great story. A lot of great moments. And the art by David Finch seems really rushed in some parts. A lot of characters that are young look like old men. And he's just adding too many lines. Too many lines on the faces. Too much. This is a borrow it from a friend. Green Arrow number 28. 1 part Green Arrow, 1 part Iron Fist equals 3 parts of awesome as we learn the true origin of why Oliver spent time on the island. He was purposely sent there, and he was purposely tortured to become part of the Arrow clan, to take his right as the true Green Arrow. And his dad is alive, and his dad looks like old pre-New 52 Oliver Queen with the cool Van Dyke mustache, you know what I'm saying? This book became epic and mysterious and mystical, and I hope Jeff Lemire never reads it. I never thought I would look at Green Arrow this way, because I'm very entrenched into old Green Arrow, like Kevin Smith, Judd Winnick, Mike Grell. I know Kevin Smith is old, but it's been there a while. But this has made me think about Green Arrow in a brand new way that I never would have thought. And great art by artist Andrea Sorrentino. This book is a definite buy it. Green Lantern, Red Lantern is number 28. You know Guy Gardner means business when he grows a big old trucker mustache. Because now I think the Guy Gardner talks like this. Hey, I'm Guy Gardner. I'm a Red Lantern. I grew my hair out a little bit, got a big mustache. You know what I'm saying? Hal Jordan? Yo, I'm going to tell you what happens in this issue. Supergirl shows up as a Red Lantern, yo. All right? We don't know it's her because she's wearing a domino mask, which is kind of stupid because everybody can recognize anybody in a domino mask. I mean, come on. Have we seen the Green Lantern movie? I think we have. We've only seen it once because we don't want to see it again. But Hal tries to show up, tell me how to do my business, tell me to shave my face. I say, yo, Hal, you back off. We're going to take off Blondie Kryptonian girl, and then you just let me be. So, ain't that great of a story? It's all right. I say it's more of a borrow from a friend, but it's maybe a bite for you if you like a mustache. Stormwatch number 28. I don't think I could honestly tell you what happened in this book at all. I am so confused and lost and have no idea. Man, I wish Stormwatch had lived up to its potential of his original potential in the New 52, which that is of being the secret Justice League. The secret, we keep this, we watch the superheroes everywhere. Oh, Superman, you're eating a donut. You shouldn't do that. But we're watching you. We're watching you. Oh, Green Lantern. Oh, what's that? Oh, you're buying a Honda. Oh, we're watching you. We got eyes on you, Green Lantern. Oh, Wonder Woman. Oh, you like to ride the carousel at the zoo. I knew that about you. Secrets. That's what Stormwatch should have been. That is not in this book at all. No good characterization is in this book. No good art. Do yourself a favor and stay far away and skip this book. Swamp Thing number 28. Just when you think you know everything about a man who walks like a plant, Charles Soule pulls the rug out from under you and makes it even more. The Green Kingdom, I can't even talk. The Green Kingdom, the avatars, the parliaments of the trees are gone. He's turned some of them human, and Swamp Thing is the only one. And then he goes and parties in New Orleans in the best costume of all time. Listen, any description I give you of this book would be doing it disservice. This is a great book with great art. If you have ever been curious about Swamp Thing, the New 52 Swamp Thing is where it's at. I would read it, start from the beginning. You can even start from Charles Soule's run when he came on. I think their first trade is coming out in a couple months. It is highly recommended. It's one of the best DC titles out there. And who would ever thought? Swamp Thing. It's there. Buy this book. The Movement number 9. Why is this book even being published when Justice League of America Vibe has been canceled? I don't get it. Bad art, not even a Batgirl cameo can save this story. This is just a total skip it. Trinity of Sin, The Phantom Stranger number 16. This book has an interesting moment when all the DC mumbo-jumbo magic-y people all team up because they go inside Constantine's head and then they go to Nanda Parbat. But the Phantom Stranger gets a moment where he gets to prove that he's much more powerful than them. And then it ties into Judeo-Christianity and it just goes too far. This is another title I don't know why DC is publishing. I don't think there was ever a want or a need for Trinity of Sin, Phantom Stranger title, this is skip it. And that's all the DC comic books for February 5th. As always, go to majorspoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. They do a weekly podcast called Dueling Reviews, where they review one issue. 2 guys, 1 review. It's very fascinating. It comes usually out every Wednesday night, Thursday morning. You should check it out. Go over to majorspoilers.com, clickety-clicketies, and all the links. I have a link in my description. Go check it out. They're a great site. I'm glad that I am a part of them and that they help support these videos. You helping them helps me make more of these videos for you. As always, leave a comment below. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you hate. Tell me what you're reading. I'll talk to you down in the comments. I talk to you all the time. Thank you so much. I've noticed that more people are watching these. So new people that are discovering me, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, you know, I told you about my podcast that's supposed to be coming out soon. If all things go right, you're gonna see it in the next 2 weeks, maybe next week. Geek History Lesson, if you wanna find out about it. I have a Tumblr starting out, and then I'll share all the links. We're gonna make a video on this channel, geekhistorylesson.tumblr.com. geekhistorylesson.tumblr.com. Lots of cool facts, lots of cool things. It's gonna be a fun podcast. If you like these reviews, you're gonna like that podcast. That's all I gotta say to you. Thank you all for watching this video. Please like, favorite, and subscribe, and share my videos. Thank you to all who have shared my videos. The more the word gets out about these videos, the more we can share our love for comic books, because I love comic books. I know that you love comic books, and the more people that will watch these videos can figure out that comic books are a thing to love, and they will love you back just like I, internet, love you. I'm Jason Inman. Be seeing you. In all the hours of Star Trek, they have never, ever shown a space toilet.
Wow.
Why is that?
Probably because it's just like a, you know, like a Jeffries tube that runs right out.
So my Batman bit at the beginning went a little bit long, and I have some bloopers, so I thought you would like to see them. Enjoy.
This is for Gotham. Thank you. Whoa, Alfred, what happened to you? What happened to you, Alfred? You got sexy.
Yes, sir.
She calls me sir. That means I'm not enlisted, if you know military talk, which I do because I'm Batman. So, what do we have on the schedule for later today?
Training, selecting a new Robin, and then patrol.
Whoa. What's the Robin part?
You have to select a new one. We haven't had one for quite some time.
Well, that's right, the last one died. That's true. Can we get a girl?
I don't see why not.
Ooh. Good, I'm glad. Can we put the girl in a very skimpy outfit?
Naturally.
Oh, of course. Batman likes this even more. Do you think that will be a hindrance or a hamper when I'm fighting the Joker?
A helper.
What?
Distraction.
I can't understand you. You gotta go back for my beer. It might be time to shave, Alfred.
Yes, sir.
Go get the razor.
Yes, sir.
Batman's vlogs are very awkward. I just stare at the camera, angry-like. You're trying to intimidate the
Don't
internet.
have any blades.
What?
Let's use a batarang.
Son of a bitch. This recession is hitting us hard. What are we gonna do? Batman has a plan. Turn to crime. Alfred, task number 1 of tomorrow, plan a bank robbery.
Yes, sir.
In the daylight.
Yes, sir.
Yes.